get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning.
Been in here and people are roaring with laughter, so
it's a dirty show, though.
Well, it's clean dirt.
You have here the best of the best.
Yes.
So we have many celebrities here. The Harley Madison come over here, and the Usher come over here many often, and the Paris Hilton come here.
Boy, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. Nobody else will. Oh.
That's so Vegas.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all, not one bill. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Welcome to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christine McKellar. I'm here in the fabulous, and I always say fabulous. I don't care if I sound repetitive. It's the fabulous Las Vegas Arts District. And I have a fabulous guest today. Not only are you fabulous, you're no bigger in a second, and you're adorable.
Oh,
and you're
thank you
talented.
so much. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce April Brucker.
Hello, Las Vegas. Mwah.
And you have a couple of little companions here with you.
Yes, I do.
They're just going to have to sit still for a little minute,
Yeah,
though.
children, you have to sit still. Your mother is being interviewed. I call them my children because, you know, they're more like my children than puppets because they're so close to my heart.
And I know you have 16 of them, right?
Yes, I
Or
have.
more.
Actually, now I have 19.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm all about adopting, and I'm all about making my family bigger.
Well, I'm curious. I'd like to see all of them, but we'll have to settle for the 2 here today.
Yeah, the 2 here today because they're the ones that made the trip. They're the ones that were good. And if, you know, I had my druthers, I'd have a house for all my children. Just a house for me and my children.
Oh, so don't they all live with you? I understand they do?
Yeah, they do all live with me, but, you know, I want like a big house.
Oh,
so
they
they
each
can
get their
have
own room.
closets, so they can have their own room. You know, like you're a parent, Christine.
Yes.
You know, children have needs, children have wants. and you know, children, it's like one thing about kids is that, you know, they're kind of expensive. And they always need more and more and more and more and more, and these guys are no exception.
Well, one thing you don't have to worry about, though, is like the dental bills and the broken bones and things of that nature,
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing, is that they're not human children. It's like I'm not at the point where I think that they're real, so I know that they don't have to go to college. They're not going to need to go to the orthodontist or the dentist or and they're not going to get strep throat.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and also, if I leave them somewhere accidentally, I don't have to worry about the government knocking on my door and saying they're gone.
Right. You're negligent.
You're negligent, or what is it, DIFUS or whatever in Las Vegas.
Right,
it's like, hey, knock, 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 your neighbor's called.
Yeah, you don't want the Child Protective Services at your door, but you do dress them well.
Well, they are dressed well. Yeah, they're dressed well. They look good.
You know, one on the end looks kind of familiar, but I wanted to talk first a little bit about your background because I find it interesting that, you know, you're just gorgeous and
thank you.
Probably could be anything you wanted to be, but you picked puppetry. So what, how, when, where were you little? Did you scare your mom to death one day, or how did that come about?
Well, kind of. What happened was I actually grew up without cable because my parents were educators, and their whole thing is, if you live in this house, you're a thinker. And so look at that, how that turned out. But anyway, when I was in middle school, my brother played football, and I'm originally from Western Pennsylvania. And if you know one thing, Western Pennsylvania, football's king. That's where Joe Montana's from, and all the great quarterbacks are from Western PA. And so my brother played, my dad wanted to see the games. And in order to do that, you had to get the local station, and we didn't have it. In order to do that, you had to get cable. So my dad calls the cable company, and he says, I want the local station. And they say, Mr. Brucker, if you get one channel, you're going to get 30. But I only want one. And so after an entire hour of arguing with the cable company, we ended up getting cable.
Just the, but he did get the full
he got the full package, but he just wanted to be difficult, which I thought was really funny. It was awesome. It was awesome that he was standing his ground.
So how did you?
So anyway, we're watching TV after one of my brother's games. And it's Friday night, and all the local scores are on, and my dad hates commercials. So we're enjoying our cable, and all of a sudden an Edgar Bergen TV special comes on. And Edgar Bergen, old-time ventriloquist, for those of you that don't know.
Candace Bergen's father.
Very good, very good. And Jeff Dunham was on, I believe.
Ooh, he's still around. He's here, rock and rolling.
Oh, yeah. And so we all tried to talk like ventriloquists, and I was the only one that could do it. Because I have my great-grandmother's Irish smile, and so that Christmas, my mother got me a Groucho Marx ventriloquist figure, or puppet.
No kidding. So you just didn't, you have to take classes or learn how or train how to do the thing. I could never even attempt it, but.
Well, I was a weird kid. I spent a lot of time in front of my mirror, so that worked out. And then, it went from, being this thing that I did to, it was a career choice, which has given my parents a little heart attack from time to time, but what are you going to do, right?
Yeah, your siblings are like medical people, doctors, and
my
things
brother
of that nature.
is actually a fellow in pediatrics at Harvard.
God bless him.
Yeah, God bless. Yeah, he does a lot of good work. His wife is she specializes in blood disorders. She does a lot of good work. And my sister is an emergency medicine doctor in Columbia, South Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but yet here you are handling 16 different personalities.
Exactly. I'm a case study of my own, baby.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle, which explains everything.
Some people believe in that. I'm the baby of my family of 6, but that's another story.
Wait,
and I don't want to talk about me right
you're
now.
one of 6.
Yes, the
My
youngest.
mom is the first of 6, and my dad's the second of 7.
I'm the baby, though.
Yeah,
so I guess that doesn't count.
No, but still, it's like you're from a long line, yeah.
Right,
so you're from a big family.
There's some Irish in me, too. That probably explains.
You're
You're either Mormon, Jewish, or Irish if you have that many children.
Yeah, Irish and Catholic, in our case.
I mean, Catholic, too,
Catholic, too,
Yeah,
because we're the only ones that were crazy enough to do that, yes.
Well, we couldn't practice birth control
there
up
was
until
that.
a while ago.
Yeah.
There's that. Do you have any organic children? Is that the right word? No biological children, or do you plan on having any children? Or?
No biological children yet, but one thing I do want to do is, if I get the chance, knock on wood, because some of my aunts and uncles have been wonderful enough to adopt. I want to become a foster parent one day. That
would be fun. And just think what the foster child would have, 16, 19 built-in siblings.
Yes.
It's amazing.
and the state would say, so tell us about your new home. Well, I have 19 siblings. Well, tell us about them. Well, they have their own beds and closets, but they're not exactly real, and our mother makes them talk.
At least you don't have to worry about being eaten out of house and home.
Exactly,
That's
there's
thing.
that.
They're very low maintenance.
They're low maintenance that way,
Now, each of the 19 has a distinct personality, correct?
Yes, correct.
I know that the one on the end there, we're not going to mention any names yet until the second segment, was a recent addition, of course, because of the high-profile presidency and all of that. So of the remaining children, which one most closely would you say resembles you? The real you?
The real me, I would have to say, well, since my name is April Brucker, the one that closely resembles me is Mae Wilson.
And why would you say that? Is it just
she's blonde. She's sort of like a valley girl. She's following her dreams, and she's the closest to my heart because she's based off of 2 people in my life. One was sort of the mean girl in middle school that kind of made my life a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there was a challenge there.
Yeah, a challenge. And so she was just mean. And so then the second person is a friend of mine, Erin Kelly, who, when we were in high school, our little group was the Eras. And if you're watching Erin, Era to the 4, shout out! But anyway, she was blonde. She was a cheerleader. She drove a red convertible, and her dream in life was to marry a rich doctor.
Okay. And you had a brother.
Yeah.
But that didn't work?
That didn't work. Apparently, she just, but because my brother was friends with her brother, so I think that was like weird.
Too incestuous. It's too close. I know what you're saying.
But she wanted to marry a rich doctor. Right. That was her dream, is to marry a rich doctor, and that was going to be her retirement plan. Oh. And everybody loved her. It was like, and so she was awesome. And so as I got older, I wanted to have sort of a mini-me, and Mae Wilson was my mini-me. And the reason her last name is Wilson is the late Otto Peterson, who, I don't know if you've ever heard of Otto and George, but he was a ventriloquist that followed me. And shout out to Lorna and Trish, and he was a legend, and his family is very supportive. I got the opportunity to open for him before he passed. He said, your puppets have to have last names.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so Wilson is May's last name because when we didn't have cable, I was into Dennis the Menace because that was the only cartoon we could watch.
Oh yeah, I had those restrictions too as a child. So.
Yeah,
but you're much younger than I am. However,
but your
parents were conservative.
Yeah, they just they wanted us to concentrate on education, and
of course.
I guess we kind of did, but still, it's like, but would you like to meet May?
I would, but I'd like to wait till after the break so I could be properly introduced to her. Time is flying because we're having a good time, of course.
We're having a great time.
And I have to give a shout out to my sponsor who I love because without them I wouldn't be on the air. And guess who it is? It's the Red Roof Inn on Paradise across from the Hard Rock, close to the airport in the Strip. They're pet friendly and they offer free Wi-Fi and continental breakfast to guests. Actually, they're nationwide, but I love the one here because they love me. Don't go away. I'll be right back with April and...
May Wilson.
May Wilson. See you in just a moment. Well, hey there. Welcome to That's So Vegas. This is our new studio in the famous Las Vegas Arts District, downtown Las Vegas. We're here to rock your world. I was going to ask you how it felt to be breaking good here at the Bellagio for the National Center.
What you did.
Your last CD was My Secret Life. I wanted to ask you what your secrets were. Tune in and turn on with us in downtown Las Vegas. This is where the action is, and that's So Vegas. Welcome back to That's So Vegas. I'm Christine. I'm here with April Booker, and you have a friend that joined us.
Yes, May Wilson. Hello, Christine. How are you?
How do you do, May? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, too. And what's up, Las Vegas? I'm beautiful. I'm beautified. I'm a superstar.
Relax, May. Relax. I'm the one that got you this interview.
Oh, yeah, well, she doesn't want to talk to you. She wants to talk to me because, they talked about your dedication to me in the Daily Mail.
Yeah, we were in the Daily Mail.
Yes.
And the story is that I dumped my fiance for my puppets. I mean, the relationship had a lot of other issues.
Like the fact that he was a loser with no job?
May, you can't tell people that.
It's true. He lived in his mother's basement, and he played Dungeons and Dragons all day. May!
Okay. She can't keep any secrets.
Uh-oh. But that's a girl thing. You're a BFF. You've got to keep some secrets,
exactly.
Don't you?
And I'm the girl's roommate. And one thing is that she dated this guy that went to jail.
May, stop telling people that.
He left his glove at the crime scene, and guess what? He wasn't famous like OJ. He got caught.
May, all right. Still, it's true, but you can't be telling people that. But anyway, we were featured in the Daily Mail because I dumped my fiance for my puppets. And the story spread, and, it went viral from England to Australia.
Nice.
To Italy to Iceland to Greece to Germany to all over Europe, to India, to China, to Brazil, of course, to Singapore, and to Guatemala.
Mm-hmm. That's right. He's a celebrity in Guatemala. Lord to your mom.
And so, it went viral. And I remember it went viral. And I was on vacation. I Googled myself. And I'm like, Mom, get in here. And she's like, so? I'm like, I'm all over the world. And she's like, it's about time you did something with yourself.
She's like, see? All these losers that April dated, they're going to make her famous. Wait. I'm making you famous. Never mind.
Oh, she is sassy, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Just a little bit of sass going on there. So are you having a problem finding a decent date? I mean, because they can't deal with the 19 children, even though they don't have to feed them or clothe them.
Well, the truth is that I'm not looking for Mr. Right. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. Okay, because right now, Mr. Okay would be Mr. Right for me.
I gotcha.
Well, and let me tell you something. I'm looking for somebody that's old, that's rich, that's near death, just like my hero, Anna Nicole Smith.
So you got your mama's back.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking for. She's on her own.
Oh, there you go.
What? May, what about friendship?
What can I say, girl? Sometimes I gotta protect my own interests, Like, I'm on a reality show. You see, I'm going solo, Christine.
Oh, wow.
What? May, I would love to see how you operated without me.
Well, I'm doing just fine.
She was actually on, tell her about the shows you've been on, May.
I've been on the Today Show, Entertainment Tonight,
Wow.
Inside Edition, Rachel Ray. I'm a celebrity, duh.
May, that's not how you introduce yourself. You should be more humble.
Oh, and I was on What Would You Do? I got you that gig. They hired me, and they said, could you please take that unfortunate belong behind you?
May. Why do I bring her anywhere?
I don't know. I think just because she's just got so much vivacity.
Yeah, and they said that you were like Joan Rivers at ABC.
No. I'm not like Joan Rivers. I have more human skin, duh.
Oh!
and I understand you have a celebrity crush, May.
Yes, I do.
Who's that?
Wow. I hope it's not John Stamos. For a while, it was John Stamos. We had to work on that.
Uh-huh.
It's Anderson Cooper.
No kidding.
What? May.
Why? Because he's a dummy? No.
Oh, May. I hope you know that, like, Kathy Griffin has already done that.
Yeah, but you know what? She's so passe. She can't get a gig right now in the U.S. But on the other hand, I can.
I don't know how to say this. I don't think Anderson Cooper is into puppets.
Well, I'm the perfect woman, you see, because not only don't I talk, but afterwards, you can use me as a pillow.
All right, May, but do you know that Anderson Cooper is
rich? Duh, I'm already on that. Vanderbilt coming your way.
I don't even want to get into this with you, May, but I don't think that you're Anderson Cooper's type.
You know, who knows? Well, I think you might be, though, because you're just a sexy little number. Now, wait a minute. Don't get all upset.
Excuse me. I'm the sexiest number here. I'm number a trinity, a fillion, a zillion.
But, May, did you help along with the calendar that you sexy Aprils come out with?
Well, the calendar was my idea. I shot it myself.
Oh.
She's taking credit for everything, guys. This is my April in the Desert calendar.
Yeah, this is kind of like, what did you say, the Naked April?
Yeah, well, it's sort
April Unmasked.
It's April Unmasked, April Unwrapped. I'm in the desert, so 2018, if you need to keep track of important dates and times.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Yes, for the 2018.
And if you want to keep track of me, message me anytime, guys.
Oh.
I'm all about the no strings attached.
Oh, she could be some guy's absolute fantasy date.
Yes, or absolute nightmare.
Does she take stenography or anything? Because somebody's got to be helping you do. This is a lot of work. You have another novel.
Yeah.
I Came, I Saw, I Sang.
Yeah, I Came, I Saw, I Sang. I'm just going to put you down for a second, May.
Yeah, well, be careful. She might undo your dress or something
I
just to
know,
get even with you.
I know. I don't trust her. But yeah,
I don't either.
This is I Came, I Saw, I Sang. It's my book, Memoirs of a Singing Telegram Delivery Girl. Because as you know, as a creative type, Christine, you know, you have to have a day job. And as Sarah Benincasa wrote, all actors have day jobs. And my day job was I was a singing telegram delivery girl in New York.
How fun was that?
Oh, it was amazing. I have been a dancing heart. I have been a birthday cake showgirl. I've been Marilyn Monroe. I've been Lady Gaga.
Oh, I bet.
I've been Claudette Colbert. I've been Miley Cyrus. I've even been Billie Holiday on the phone, which is crazy. Just on the phone. Just on the phone.
Right.
I've been a piece of pizza. I have been an M&M. I've been a gorilla. I've been a chicken. I've been a pickle. I've been a hot dog. I have been a flower. I have been a cheerleader. I have been a tumbler because I was a gymnast as a kid. And so I wrote a book about my adventures. I Came, I Saw, I Sang, and I'm currently in talks to make it into a movie of the week. So knock on wood
I'll
and
knock
cross
on
your
wood
fingers.
For you. Yeah, that's great. I'll cross all my fingers. I can do that, by the way. So.
Yep. Yeah, and I wrote this in 2012 in an apartment with no air conditioning.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The humidity must have been over the top.
Oh, it was, especially in New York City.
That's
it
what I'm
always is.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, and so I wrote and published it in 2012, and I released it on October 19th, which is my mother's birthday. So,
very nice.
yeah, she's the one that got me to write it. I figured, why not?
So she's a Libra too?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't you know? Two
Yeah.
Libras in one family.
2 Libras in one family, and then another cousin of mine is also a Libra. Her brother's a Libra. I have 2 uncles that are Libras. So we're a family full of Libras, which means
balance.
But nobody can make a decision, and everybody is all about their convictions. That's a Libra family.
Well, speaking of convictions, we're going to have somebody else is going to come on in our next segment. And I understand it's Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump. I thought
Donald
you
J.
said that
Trump.
one of my ex-boyfriends showed up.
Oh, that could be. Somebody could be out there knocking on the door. We have to take a break.
Yes.
But my goodness, May, you're a busy little girl over there.
Yeah. Well, she's already passed out. You know, I just.
That was smart. Give her a dolly downer before you come.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's Las Vegas. She's been partying on the
All night,
strip.
yeah.
I can't with her sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you can't keep up with them. They have more stamina than we do. Don't go away. We're going to be right back with April and Donald, maybe a little bit of May. You never know. See you in just a minute.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. If you think about that, I mean, go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. And there's one thing we're focused on here at St. Jude, and that's beating this thing.
Welcome back to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christine. I'm here with April. Hello, darling.
Hello. Hello, Christine.
Whoa.
I'm huge.
Looks like Donnie to me, and I think May just had a little bit too much partying last night, didn't she? Or Donald, did you have something to do with that?
Well, I had something to do with it. And I'm Donald J. Trump, the other dummy in the White House.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the Uninformed States of America. So, Donald, tell us about Trump University. You got sued for fraud.
We have a AAA rating.
The Better Business Bureau gave you a AAA rating.
No, a triple K rating. KKK.
Wow. Goodness, you're flamboyant, but I like the suit.
Thank you. You look like you look like my fourth wife.
But Mr. Trump, you already have a wife.
Yes, but it's America. You always need a younger, hotter running mate.
Oh, well, thank you for that. I guess that was a backhanded compliment.
Whoa! And Mr. Trump, I just want to point out that despite your immigration policies, several of your wives have been foreign born.
What can I say, girl? There are some jobs that you Americans won't do.
Oh, good one.
Wow, Mr. Trump. And now that you are president, you say that you want to deport millions of illegals. How do you plan on doing that?
Well, April, I plan on getting rid of them Juan Guy Juan and Jose Guy Jose. I told that joke in front of my Latinos and thought, what could possibly go wrong?
And so with all this, so have you been colluding with Russia? Like, that's a good question, right, Christine?
Yeah, I would say it. I would have asked myself, but she beat me to the draw. How have you been colluding with Russia?
Well, they call me Agent Orange, codenamed Cheeto.
Is it the hair?
I guess, yes. You know, to Russia with love, it's all about the orange and the red.
I don't know. I guess it's the orange scare in this case, right?
Yeah, it could be.
But you said that, but you called yourself the next Barack Obama. I thought you hated him.
I do, but orange is the new black.
And so are you going on tour with April?
Actually, yes, he is. We have a show called The Lady and President Trump.
Okay.
It's about the election. It stars me and him. It catalogs his rise to power.
Because I love the media and I love you, Christine. I want to grab you by the...
Okay, all right, Donnie.
But first I want to take you furniture shopping.
Yes, it stars me, him, Don Juan de Casanova de Gorguita, President of Mexico, some
nice.
protesters, and of course Mae Wilson as Kellyanne One Way. She makes her theatrical debut, and she has been off Broadway in New York. She's starting to tour with the show. We're all starting to tour, and we're starting to make more television appearances, so that's what's going on in 2018.
So we can find all of this on your website, isn't it?
Yes, www.aprilbrucker.tv.
I love that .tv. I wish I would have had that when my show came out, but I did the old .com. What?
Well, still though,
it's all good.
Hey, they say it's vintage because vintage always works. So
let me ask you something. I don't know if he wants to hear this because with an ego that's as big as his hair, if there hadn't been such a contentious election going on as did the year before, who would be your male other model that you would want to travel with you?
Well, actually, I'm thinking of getting another male puppet. I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking of getting a puppet of my dad.
Oh.
Because I have my mom as part of my collection.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of getting my dad. And so I haven't designed the character yet, but he's going to say, that's what I said, that's what I said. Because my dad was sort of the, he sort of gave commentary during this election. Because a few days before the election, my dad says, Hillary Clinton, she's going to find some way to screw this up. That's my prediction. And look at what she did. She screwed it up with Yuma Abba Dabba Doo, and you know, because he just get like it even during the O.J. Simpson trial. He goes, they're going to lose this. Chris Darden, Crybaby, Marsha Clark, goof. And so
So did you get a lot of your personality and some of the quirks in your characters from your dad?
Well, from my entire family. I'm from a huge family where everybody's nuts. I have a cousin that got struck by lightning 3 times and lived.
Whoa, that should be interesting. I'd like to have them on the show. Did they have enough holes in them? Or
well, actually, he just passed away. Like, after all this crap... like a heart attack got him. But it's like, you know, defeating Mike Tyson only to be knocked out by Buster Lewis, basically.
Oh, that's just unbelievable. That could be a whole segment on itself.
Yes, April's family. Yes.
Well, speaking of April's family, I forgot to mention, you have this other, it's kind of like a booklet, and it's about positive. All right, Donald, that's enough out of you.
Well, what can I say? If I would have known about this, I would have given her a job in my cabinet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, President Trump. Yes, guys.
This has cute little homilies. I guess they're your own sayings.
Yeah, it's about a year of naked dreams. Basically, the reason that I wrote the book was I was having these dreams where my clothes were disappearing in public. Have you ever had a dream that you were naked, Christy?
Oh, absolutely. Several times. I don't know what that says, but...
Well, I went to a 10th generation psychic because I actually used to work as a palm reader in New York, and this woman mentored me, and she's absolutely amazing.
No.
I could give you a palm reading on the air.
No,
I could, yeah.
Quite all right.
But anyway,
we don't have enough time, or I'd love to have you do it.
Yeah, maybe next time. But anyway, but she said to tap into my fears, and April and Rap was born. And so it's a year of my naked dreams, and it basically challenges the fear that we all have of being naked in public.
You don't quite get naked, but you're kind of unwrapping and just showing that really what is naked.
Yes.
I mean, it's just a slip item here or there, a fig leaf. Could be a slip fig leaf.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you think about it, biblically, Adam and Eve, I guess, ran around naked until they bit a bite, or she took the apple or whatever, and then all of a sudden they became ashamed of their bodies and started wearing
because the
clothes.
serpent gave them sex, absolutely. and actually, Jesus was crucified naked, and that's why that statue was such a to-do, that chocolate statue, is that...
Yeah, the Romans did. They stripped him naked. There was nothing left.
Yeah, it was all about degradation.
Well,
that's why...
Of course, and pain.
Yeah, pain, degradation, and suffering, and that's why, you know, it's the cross, the this, the that, because originally the punishment was much worse than depicted.
Those damn Romans.
Yes, exactly, those damn Romans. They're no fun.
No, we'll have to get a Roman centurion, and that could be another male puppet that you could get. That could be interesting. But here we are again out of time.
Oh my gosh, yes, guys.
Don't
sorry.
tell Donnie because he'll have a fit. But it was a pleasure meeting you. It was a real pleasure meeting part of your extended family. I hope to meet more of them. It'd be fun kind of do a show maybe at your house with all 19 of them.
Oh, that would be amazing, yeah.
We'll have to talk to your agent about it.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
The lovely and talented Clinton Billups. Yes. I love him.
Everybody loves him.
Yes. Oh, and I clapped again, which
That's
he's going to...
That's quite all right, but, you know, I'm going to applaud you.
Yes.
We'll have you back, and maybe we'll drag Clinton in on one of these.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He's got his 2 cents worth. Yes. Just don't be sticking your hand up.
Oh!
On that note, I better go before we get in trouble. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, I'm Christine McKellar with That's So Vegas.
1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again.